Guys, it's me again, the coffee drinking, pear eating reviewer. And I've just got my Fujifilm X-T100 set up. I want to do a review for you of something I saw the other day, which perhaps I shouldn't have got, but hey, when you got to have it, you got to have it. So I got it, and it was the Lowepro Camera Pack. I kind of wanted it because I wanted to take my normal pack, my normal EDC, everyday carry backpack, which incidentally is the Clutterworks Summit 19-litre backpack, and I'll do a review for you on that. An excellent backpack, very rugged, very retro, very old school, vintage style, basic backpack. But I wanted something that I could carry my Fujifilm X-T100 in with an extra lens and some batteries, SD cards, bits and pieces, you know, all the things that you tend to carry, never use, but always think you might. Now that we are in September in the United Kingdom, kind of wanting to make sure that if it rains that I've got at least a protective cover for my camera as well. Anyway, I didn't want anything too big because I didn't want my backpack taken up with all my camera gear. I kind of wanted it to be kind of portable and movable and just take all the other stuff that, again, I probably never use but really think I should have just in case. So anyway, I saw this as I was browsing one of the camera sites, and I thought that's perfect. And I did get a sense of the size. It's not a small, it's not a large, it's a medium. Hey, who'd have thought? But it's just about right for what I need to carry. So it's a lovely colour, kind of grey and orange. It's got a zip all around the outside, and it's got a zip and a kind of window pocket on the front. And if I kind of start with that, there's not a lot you can carry in the front, particularly if it's padded out in the centre or in the main compartment. But I've got kind of a cleaning pen for my camera. I've got a cable for my SD card transfer to my iPad. And I've got that all-important weatherproof bag for my camera. This is by Optech USA, and it's an invaluable piece of kit, probably more so than anything else other than your camera. Certainly in the United Kingdom, but anywhere where you're heading into winter and it might be rainy. And they all kind of fit in there quite happily. Without bulking it out too much. That's one thing I didn't want, is it just to look like it was tight and not carrying very much. Anyway, when you open the main compartment, this is kind of what you see. You've got a few more dividers. In fact, you've got 2 more dividers in here. And then you can kind of position your camera, your lenses, your little sundries, however you want. But the way I've got it is the Fujifilm T100, which is currently filming this, would be sitting here with the lens facing that way, and I've got the 15 to 45mm wide-angled lens on it. And so it would sit here. In the top portion, I've carved out a little bit of room for my 50 to 230mm X series telephoto zoom lens. Nice bit of kit. I managed to use that yesterday, and very impressed with that actually. And then I carved out a little tiny compartment down here that kind of holds my lens cap, the cap for the rear of the lens. I've got a spare battery in here, and I will have another one that I would usually carry. I'd usually carry 2 spare batteries. That's the cap for the camera, and 1 or 2 other little bits and pieces. But it's a nice little contained compartment which easily gets all these little items, so you don't know where to put them in your backpack. You know, the other thing that I might put in there, maybe with maybe just a tiny other divider there, or just something that is a bit of a shield, as I may put my filters in there. I know they're in their standard filter case, which is the safest place for them, but I guess if I'm in a hurry and I'm just popping them in there, that I would perhaps put them in this little case here. So right at the top here, you'll be pleased to know that you do have some space for SD cards. And don't ask me why, but I seem to carry quite a few SD cards. So I've got a 64 gig one there. Interestingly, I've got a rather large one there, 256, and an adapter. But there's a little tiny compartment here. I don't know if you can quite see it, but it's got a little bit of an elastic lip so that that keeps everything in there and so that it doesn't fall out when you open up your case. And you can just pop them in there and then kind of fold that lip over, and it has got a little picture of an SD card holder there, so that's a nice touch. You've also got a little space here which to be honest, if you've got stuff in the top here and if you've got stuff in the bottom, you don't really want to overfill. So what I've got is a microfiber cleaning cloth, which is just along for the ride really. But all in all, the Lowepro camera pack, really nice piece of kit. Retails at about £22 in the United Kingdom, so add another £3.50 for postage. So all in all, and it's from the Gear Up range, and it's actually called a camera box. I don't know what I was calling it. I was calling it a camera pack, but in actual fact it's the Gear Up camera box range, and this is a camera box medium. But whatever you call it and however you might use it, it really has come in handy for me, and I would highly recommend it.